Alright, this is the Sunday evening Iron Tank double unboxing. And it's Sunday evening. Here is Iron Tank. And it's double boxed. Let's make this happen. The first thing I want to bring your attention to is this. It's a full, complete as complete gets copy of Iron Tank for the NES. It's in a plastic case. Really happy to have that. What we're doing in this video is turning this into this. And I do have the case, by the way. We're also going to look at the contents, and the reason is this is one of my favorite games of all time. And although I do have one complete as complete gets, why not have two complete as complete gets? I did bring scissors to the party, but I really don't think they're needed. I can probably just tear through this thing. So let's unbox this thing. Tear off the wrapping. So here's the first box. That's kind of different. Hey, maybe the scissors are welcome to the party. I'm really excited to see what's in here because I actually haven't opened this box and really looked at everything. This top part. Yeah, this game is so good. And it's really kind of weird to me that nobody brings this game up in terms of like the best NES games. I mean, this game is so good. And there it is. A complete copy of Iron Tank for the NES. So before we put this thing in the case and really just preserve it and enjoy it for later times, let's take a look at what's inside. But let's do this the correct way. It's Iron Tank for the NES, complete unboxed. Let's open it. Let's see what's in here. I can't wait. So I was told in the eBay listing there's a couple little cosmetic flaws. Like there's one of them. No big deal. Just like this little fold here. No big deal. I'll probably just kind of leave it the way it is. So as we open this, first of all we have the game itself, the cartridge itself. That's kind of different. Everything's in there. In here, that's weird. So there it is, Iron Tank, one of my all-time favorite games. And it is in literally perfect condition. This is the nicest copy of any game I've ever seen. Like, damn. Let's take a look at what's in the box. And it looks like what we have is just the styrofoam there. Which, without that, it's not complete. Maybe let's take a look at the box first. It looks pretty good. It's got the artwork I'm familiar with. Little, you know, beat up on the top, but I'm not too concerned about it. Little crease there, no big deal. But there it is, Iron Tank, The Invasion of Normandy. This is one of the first video games I ever played. And I remember it was in our living room, and I was probably, damn, I must have been like 5, 6, 7 years old. When I would go in the living room, my dad would be playing this game. And I didn't know what a Nintendo was or an NES. I would just see this on the TV screen and think, wow, Iron Tank. That's so cool, you know. You can see the story there. Apparently you're some secret unit and you're trying to sneak in and destroy this enemy base. And then there's just a lot of stuff you have to go through along the way. The music's good, the gameplay's good, the intro's good. The bosses are phenomenal. I mean, for all these things for me to say they're good, I'm really understating how great, dude, how badass this is, man. This is so good. Like, this is this a top 5 favorite game of all time? I think so. I really think it is. It's just that good. You got jungles you go through, airports, there's you know, villages, like little cities you go through. I mean, this game is so damn good. There's water areas with submarines shooting you. So we got the box and the styrofoam. We have the cardboard, or sorry, cartridge itself. Dust cover. Manual. And a little extra insert. Let's check out the insert first. Or I guess that's what, like a warranty card deal. Nintendo Power. I mean, this thing is in perfect condition too. Let's let you guys check that out there. Got the front as well. Nintendo Power. And then here's the mailing part. Nintendo Power Magazine, Redmond, Washington. I'm not used to this being in here. Normally it's kind of just sitting in the box, and I think that's how I'll keep it. But let's take a look at this manual. Iron Tank Instruction Manual. It's from SNK. It's a great company. They've got really, really good games. So we've got the story, the controller you'll be using, how to play it, the subscreen, which also makes this game really unique, because it's kind of like a side screen that shows you your status, where you're at, the map, the stuff you have, and then power-up items, and then enemies. Dude, this is gonna get epic. The story. And that story there, that's actually the first screen of the game, where you're dropped off onto the beach there, and you begin your mission. By the way, that's the mission. Here's the control. Different things you do with it. How to play. Well, you definitely move forward, or you move around, you shoot, and then you also have to choose what direction your barrel is facing. Good stuff there. The call sign. I should mention that there's, yeah, you're receiving radio messages, and it makes kind of like a beep 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 sort of sound. Sometimes I just ignore it because I already know it's not that important, but you know, I try to answer the messages the best I can. Energy gauge, that's your vitality, your health. And there's the sub screen. That's kind of funny. That's how they show it like that. They don't show the actual screenshot of it, but that's cool. It's just like the controller. It's like more so a diagram. There's that. Here's your power-up items. Question mark. That's really interesting because it just blows things up. I mean, this is probably the most powerful thing that I'm aware of based off my experience. And then these items are all important. They're all really good. R is good. You also got E. I mean, these are just all really good items. You'll see them all in the game. And then look, here it is. Foot soldiers, officers. There's your different tanks. And you'll see them all. Bigger and bigger tanks. And then finally you have like the trains that attack you, the plane that drops bombs on you. And I think you experience that at the very beginning of the game, and then later on at the end of the game. So that's pretty big. But all these guys, you have to fight them and defeat them to move forward. I think the trains, some of them you might be able to kind of just get around it and take some damage, but fuck that, blow them up, dude. There's your other stuff. Damn, that's cool. And you will experience that. And when you experience this tank, and you actually take him on in battle, it's in an all black room. Like, there are no distractions. It's all destruction, dude. It's just you and him, face to face, eye to eye, chest to chest, toe to toe. You better make it happen. Different missiles. There's your what are they, prisoners, captives that you're rescuing. Got your submarine. The headquarters, and that's the ultimate, like, final boss. The base station, that's a lot of fun. You know, I don't see it really mentioned, the final boss. Maybe it's supposed to just be a mystery. Or is that it? I don't know. I forget. I remember it being called the Darkless. Yeah, headquarters. I mean, that is like the final area you enter. And when you go in there, there's no going back. And if you, by the way, you have to blow up those 2 gunners on the side. If you lose this mission, and you've used up all your power-ups, when you have to start it the next time, you don't have the power-ups again. So it's almost like a one-shot deal. You got to get in there with all your shit and get the job done. And kind of know his movements and what he's going to do. And if not, how are you going to do it the next time without the shit you used? So there's that. And this is it. It's a complete copy of Iron Tank. And it's funny, I'm sitting on one right here, but why not have another? This was about $29 with tax. It was probably like 32 something. And shit, I don't think there was any shipping, but I think I spent like maybe $32, something like that on this. So let's put it together and get it ready for Tier 1. We have our box. We have our styrofoam. The next thing I want to do is put the cartridge into its dust sleeve. Which is funny because don't these say Nintendo on them? And like this one doesn't. I've noticed that some of them don't have that. Sitting comfortable. And then the manual and the send away card. I like to slide those behind the game outside of the dust cover. Perfect. That tab there is kind of getting in the way. There it is, a complete copy of Iron Tank for the NES. This game is so good, and it really just blows my mind that people don't talk about this more. Maybe it's just nostalgia, huh? So, we want the case. And it has kind of this film on it. It's like a removable protective film. To me, this is just kind of annoying, but it's cool. And there it is. It's ready. Here's another thing I like to do when I case my games. Man, this one's stiff. So what I like to do is, when you're displaying a game, you're going to have it like that, right? So I like to keep the sealed side non-visible. It's like this is pretty much the way that we'll do it. So let's do it. Slide it in the case. This little damaged piece there, I'm going to see if I can keep it back like that. Let's fold these tabs. And then as for the top, it's just the same thing. Got to really just kind of reinforce those folds. Make sure it will want to stay. Yeah, Iron Tank. Man, what a good game this is. What great music it has. What memorable bosses it has. And collectible items. And every item has value. It has a use. You know, it's not like this. Where, yeah, I mean, like, I've noticed there's a flamethrower or something. But there's like all these items I'm collecting. I don't know what they are, what they do. This, you know what they do. And this is just a damn good game. It's Iron Tank for the NES, baby. Let's go add it to Tier 1. Here we are. We're at the game case. Here's Tier 1. And here's Iron Tank. And if there's one thing about Roost the Rotor and gaming that you need to know, and remember forever, is that I love this game. This is one of the most important games I own, important games I've played, and important games on Tier 1. See you guys in the next video.